All right, this lesson is all about managing your cleaning so you don't have to be there and you don't have to be concerned with it at all. Before I can get into that, though, I must first say if you ever not already figured it out, you will be paying for cleaning and you will not be cleaning the units yourself. I am teaching you how to have residual income and freedom, not how to be a great cleaner, not how to be a good interior decorator, not how to do any of this other stuff. You have to understand the time value of money and all of these things that you could do does not mean that you should do them. Your most valuable time is the time you spend growing and maximizing your business, not cleaning. So we're going to be outsourcing this. Let's go over exactly how you can have cleaners automatically assigned and sent out without you having to do anything. And then we'll go over the one thing that will ensure your performance over time. Again, thanks to technology and the various softwares and services, automating your cleaning is very easy. There are two services I use for cleaning. The first is called Turnover BNB. This is a really great app. It hooks up to your channel manager and it will automatically send out notifications and calendar invites to cleaners when a guest leaves. You can pay cleaners right through this app, so you literally don't even have to communicate with the cleaners to ensure that it gets done. It's very user-friendly and has a ton of features for notating or customizing that we will not go over right now. You can play around with the software yourself. However, one of the coolest features is that when you do not have a cleaner yet, it will open up the job on an open bid platform to other cleaners in the area. This allows multiple cleaners to bid on the job and give you the option to choose the one that suits you best, has the lowest rate, maybe the one that you call and you like the rapport with them the best. The second service I use is Hospitable, which is our channel manager that you see right here. I switch my cleaners over to this platform, to Hospitable, once I know them and have a good relationship with them. Hospitable can assign the cleaning tasks on your behalf as well, but it will not open up for new bids for cleaners in the area. To me, it's just easy to use Turnover BNB to locate and find new cleaners. And then once we have a good relationship and I've spoken to them and there's a good understanding of how we both work, then I invite them to my team on Hospitable as my official cleaner and everything gets streamlined. It's super, super, super easy. You're just going to come into operations, open up a new cleaning task, start this task 14 days before the guests check in. You can put a checklist down here for everything you want in there. Highly recommend you do that. This is, I just made this one up right now. I actually use Google Documents for my checklist because it's easy for my cleaners. And I don't like how with a checklist down here, you can't really, it's kind of limited, it looks like. I just like using, for me personally, I like using Google Drive a little bit better. But let's say like we just put bathrooms. It just puts it as another arrow. You can't really do anything with it. You can't it doesn't get like checked off. You can't come in here and you can only delete it and it doesn't expand or open up. It's literally just sitting there. So it's not really a checklist to me. I want someone to come in and be able to check it off literally and have me see it live view. So I just use Google Drive. I have an Excel spreadsheet with my cleaning checklist, which is different for every property because the cleaner needs to do different things at every property, right? So I'll just have them, whoever is cleaning that day, go in and take pictures and attach the picture and check it off. So technology is great and it helps Airbnb host so much, but there's one problem that it won't solve, and that's what I was just touching on, and that's the quality of the cleaners that you're operating with. Each unit gets cleaned anywhere from 4 to 8 times a month, and it is vital that you maintain quality control. You have to understand that people are people and do people things. They mess up. Cleaners can get lazy and cut corners over time. They clean the same house over and over and over again, and then one time they say, well, the windows are clean enough today. They only stayed for one night. Well, they were just here for the night. I don't need to do this or I don't need to do that. And also, the cleaners do not know what you want done unless you tell them specifically. I know as a cleaner, you expect them to find and clean everything, but that's not always the case. After my first cleaning, I walked around and was happy with the cleaning, but also looking at the unit with a lens that the cleaners were not. I was looking at it as an owner. I didn't want this unit to be just clean. I wanted this unit to be freaking spotless and pristine. So after once I get a new cleaner, I bring them, I walk them through exactly what I expect. The solution is checklists. Checklists are crucial in any business, and I'll actually share a quick story with you to put this into perspective how important checklists actually are. And it's the story that I heard that made me realize, wow, checklists in business are kind of essential and they're necessary. So when planes first started flying, we first started having planes. we didn't have checklists. Everything was off the top of the head or loosely discussed protocol. Well, very quickly, planes started to freaking crash. And one gentleman who forgot to put antifreeze on his wings and his wings froze up and he crashed, he survived, but he didn't want to crash any more planes. So he said, you know what? What can I do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? He created a checklist. And that was adapted by pilots across the entire country. The checklist makes sure the plane doesn't crash and people don't die. In business, the checklists make sure your business doesn't crash and die. If you want to be the best in this business, you will do the following. Take this very seriously, what I'm about to say. Walk through your property with an Excel spreadsheet open, a Google spreadsheet, like I said, open on your phone, and list in bold the name of each living area. Living room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, yada, yada, yada. As you walk around, pretend your life depends on making this place clean enough for a king, and begin creating your checklist after that point. Go through everything. Once you complete your checklist up to your standards, you will give this info to your cleaning crew, and every time it gets cleaned, you will have them check off the box on a drive where they can do a new one for each one and date it. In addition, you will have them send pictures of every room in the house and every checkbox item to a group chat or attach them to the drive so you can see that everything is getting done properly. Just the act of knowing someone is going to be checking my work will motivate people to work harder. The services I use to run my business, like my channel manager, Hospitable, allow you to create these checklists right inside the app. Like we said, you can do it this way. I really like to do it from my Google Drive. I create a unique checklist for each property to meet any of the specific needs for each unit. Some units have lanais, some don't. Some have pools, some don't. Every building is different and requires different cleaning, which is why you need to either walk around or virtually look around the place and determine what you need to get done. This is one of those things that after your first few, you're going to get a pretty good idea of what this checklist is going to look like and what certain things you need to add. And if you ever forget something on the cleaning checklist, don't worry, a guest is going to tell you pretty soon. So in addition, I can also add my cleaners' email to Hospitable and send out the calendar invites for each cleaning assignment, including all the tasks on the checklist, which is important. Again, I don't use the checklist feature in Hospitable. That doesn't mean you don't need to do that though. They can easily open up the calendar event and see a new checklist that we have created for them and for each new cleaning assignment. And this makes it easy to provide the checklist to them and to monitor that they're doing it. Doing it this way, all of the boxes will be time-stamped so you will know it was completed, and will send out an email or text message which they can easily reply to in order to.